We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. Incredible greetings. How is everyone doing? All right, let me get this all shared out. I have what I personally think is an exciting opportunity. Okay. So, again, let me get this all shared out. Let me go find this feed over here. Let's adjust this. All right, boom. And then we're going to share this out. Let's share this from 365 Creative Academy. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. All right, actually, we're going to. All right, I need to make this one here so that I can see this over here. Long time no here. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me know where you are watching from. All right. So we're going to share that out. We're going to share this over here. And then we're going to share this over here. And I guess this account isn't in that group. All right, that's okay. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. Welcome in. All right, so we got to do some work here to get this going. Even my YouTube one is a little bit off. All right, so let's get that going here. Okay. So there we go. As you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? That definitely helps the algorithm. That helps the broadcast get pushed a little bit quicker so that we can get started on today's discussion. So if you guys could drop a hey, how you doing? The instructions are on the screen. Just say hi, guys. You don't have to do much. Even if you don't want to put where you're watching from, a simple hello will work. Give the video a share, a like, and of course, a comment, like I said. Tag a friend if you're watching over on Facebook. Like the video if you're watching on Facebook. You have to click out of the live chat in order to give the video a like over on YouTube. So do that. Click out of the live chat. It'll go to the main part. You can give the video a thumbs up and then come right back to the live chat. Okay. All right. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Sharon Hayes, how are you? Dorothy, hello, hello. Lexi, welcome in. Thank you so much for hopping on. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. All right. I wanted to keep it where it doesn't go off every single time. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Hi, LaShonda. That's my city girl. Period. Just gifted. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Incredible greetings. Is it still morning for it's 1:24 here. So I guess yeah, if you're on um the West Coast, it is still morning for you, huh? Actually mountain time too. So incredible greetings and welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Thank and you as well as LaShonda and everyone else that came to help me out last night to do a class audit. Thank you. We're going to technically do another one live here. We're going to go through part of it, okay? And the difference though is with this one, you can watch it back. I made it a free preview in our bachelor's program. So we're going to go through that. I just want your feedback. I want you guys to see the classes, the pace of it. Give me your honest feedback, in real time. All right. And if you find it beneficial. Okay. So thank you guys so much for the one last night. All right. So Silhouette Studio, main program, learning Canva as a second one. All right, awesome, awesome. So you are someone that is currently using Silhouette Studio, but learning Canva as well. Okay. So hello, hello, hello. Morning, exactly, from Arizona. Yeah, so it's 10 a.m. over on the West Coast on Pacific Standard Time. So thank you guys. Thank you for hopping on. Yeah, it's 1:26 here in sunny South Florida because it really is sunny outside today. All right, so now I don't know why I feel like I did this one already. So are you guys just want to kind of get a feel like when you guys are watching my lives, are you watching and sneaking watching and listening from work? Which let me turn this down just in case you are. Sometimes my microphone is really, really loud and it sits right up like it's right at my mouth. So I already talk with projection and then the mic just makes it worse. But that's the only way for it to connect to the broadcast. But let me know, are you guys home right now watching me from home while you are maybe um, procrastinating from a design, procrastinating from a project or craft that you should be working on? Are you guys prepping to go into work? Are you off today? Are you watching from work? Let me know where you are right now watching this live broadcast. At home. Off today. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I thought I did. I thought I did respond to yours. I was trying to go in here and respond to some of these comments in real time to add to the comments. So I'm going to add some comments to help my own algorithm out. Are any of you guys planning on doing anything creative today or this weekend? I am out and about running errands, home, listening while working from home. Okay. Working from home, at home, making this my full time job. She says, you know what, Lexi? Thank you so much for being so honest. We love honesty over here, which is why our brand is called Honestly Speaking. She says, definitely procrastinating. Definitely procrastinating. Look, trust me, I know the feeling. I'm watching from home and working on coming up with a pen name and working on my Facebook author new page. Awesome, awesome. At work. Welcome, welcome in, everyone. All right, so let's get to the matter at hand. I am definitely not. I have a shirt and tumbler to do. Okay, I'm definitely not camera ready. I need to because I actually need to go down to the hospital. Gotta go. You know, I don't know if y'all saw my other post the other day when I was like, raising parents is really, really hard. They are stubborn, and I have to go knock one of my parents upside their head because he's being very stubborn. Raising parents is so hard. Um, so yeah. All right. Let's see. Up finishing a masculine B-Day card and custom envelope. Ooh. We'd love to see it if you are in our Facebook group, if you are able to share it once they receive it. So even if it's a couple of weeks from now or a couple of days, we would love to see your card. Because you know what? A lot of is it just me, or when we think of like crafting and creating, unless like it's football season, and then to me, if I'm being totally honest, I think some of the football designs that people create are very, very girly. They're not masculine, but it's supposed to be for football and basketball. But don't tell anyone I said that. But no, is it just me? I find that a lot of creators, even the male creators and crafters, it's like they design with women and children in mind. I don't often see a lot of masculine type designs. Most of them are women, children, women, children, babies, kind of same, but not a lot of like rugged, like masculine ones. You can share in our Honesty Speaking group is more of like, even though it says like the best sublimation group, on Facebook, we sell Pigment ink as well. I made that name when we were trying to, it's kind of like SEO, search engine optimization, and sublimation was, I mean, it still is trending, but it was so that we would come up when everybody was doing like everything sublimation. Now everything is DTF. Like if you wanted to start a group and wanted that thing to get popping, DTF would be a good title to have. That and anything Canva related, like those groups are growing really, 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 really fast nowadays. But I was trying to, attract those who are interested in sublimation because we have the best and still have the best sublimation paper and ink. We do have Pigment ink, but that's something that that's really, really niche down for those who are doing printed projects. But in the Honesty Speaking group, it's an open group, an open forum. So you're more than welcome to post anything in there. It's not just for me to share my live videos. You can post in there. If it's something that you happen to create via Silhouette Studio, you want to share the design part of it. If you happen to cut any of the elements with some sort of cutting machine, you're more than welcome to post that in the Silaholics Anonymous Facebook group as well. Lastly, if you are enrolled in any of our classes, you can also post in the Creative Lounge. That is our, not the Creative Lounge, I'm so sorry, the Student Union. That is our Facebook group. It's supposed to be for all of our students. Not everybody is enrolled over there because we definitely have way more than that, like enrolled in our different. I mean, Essential Silhouette Studio alone has more members, I think, but I think some people just don't have Facebook or don't frequent Facebook. But in your class, if you've taken a full class with us, on your dashboard should be a link to join the student union over on Facebook, where you can communicate with other crafters and creators and, aspiring business owners, side hustlers. You can communicate with each other over there. Yes, creating masculine finished products is a different beast than for women. Thinking of making some Christmas pillows. Okay. I'm in the waiting room about to get my yearly mammogram. Happy Friday, everybody. I got mine, and then I have super dense boobs. So I also had to get an ultrasound. So they told me that next time I come, like they're just going to, because before they did just the mammogram, and then I had to come back for the ultrasound. And they're like, next time we'll literally do both together. So, yep, I'm, at that age where yearly as well. I am 43. So I agree about the masculine designs. Okay, so what we're going to do today, man, I really, really wanted a few more people in the room. I think if I start like going off and like kind of talking, people say they don't like when I talk aggressive, but I promise y'all, when I'm on here and I'm like, look, okay, y'all doing X, Y, and Z, this is some foolishness. Or like last time I was on here, some may call it petty, but I was on here kind of mocking some folk with my robe on, and that, that brought the people in. I don't understand why, but it did. If I do that, people are going to come out the woodwork. So if I come on here and was like, look, or what does David Sheehan said? You suck, your business suck, and you're never going to be successful. I love that intro of the hot seat, because it really makes you, and I think there is a soundbite that's like, whoa, right? So he was like, you suck, your business suck. I think he says like it says something on there. It's like, it's designed to make you fail or something like that. Like he really pushes them and asks them all kind of crazy questions. If you've never checked out the hot seat, or even Social Proof podcast, Full Transparency, those are three of my favorite kind of like entrepreneurial based podcasts that I absolutely love. If you are someone that is kind of, you do well with the crafts that you do, and you're not like, you really don't need to be. So I'll say that some of y'all need to leave some of these craft groups. Okay. Maybe write the name down, so maybe you can go back in a couple months. But some of you guys really need to remove yourself from some of these craft groups, because it's not information that you need. It's a lot of newbie, redundant type questions. It's not going to help you. You want to get into like either look for more advanced groups that are really for those who are not beginners, or start to fill your time with watching content that is going to be beneficial to you. Y'all don't need to learn another craft. You're barely surviving with the crafts and the skills and stuff that you're working on now. You don't need to be convinced to buy, or for someone to show a machine, a printer, some supplies that's going to sit in a box. Some of you guys have teamed too much. You're not doing anything with it, or you're doing something and you have progress in one area, but you keep feeling like you need the next thing and the next thing and the next thing craft wise. And that's really not the case. What you need is some good, solid advice, education, information about entrepreneurship, about growing and scaling, just good conversation that might hurt your feelings sometimes, but you know that it is all out of love. And those are some places that you can get that. And there's a few other podcasts that I watch. Most of the things now, I don't watch a lot of craft type YouTube videos or YouTube channels. I used to be really, really heavy on that. Even some people who I love and adore them, like we're still cool, but the information that they are providing isn't really for me. So I kind of go on, I'll give a like to support their platform, but I'm not, I'll do my, I try and do at least let it play for at least 3 minutes if it's a longer video, so they can get credit, they can get paid. But I don't really spend a lot of time like on those because I'm not in need of learning new things when it comes to crafting or new techniques. So I spend a lot of my time watching business related, entrepreneurship related like podcasts. And I have a few like family type vlogs I still kind of watch and things of that nature. So definitely look into that type of content if you're really about growing your business. I mean, maybe even there are days where, I'm talking about business. I have a Q&A. Someone's asking about marketing and branding. I'm talking about upgrading printers, but I can't say that my entire channel or my platforms, any of them are about entrepreneurship, because I teach this for all creators, all crafters, whether you are wanting to learn this for business or not. Some people just want to learn this for them. It's an outlet for them. And that's more so what I do it for, which is why I don't try to lead with like the money factor and talk about pricing. I have dedicated class over those who are ready for that type of talk. We have dedicated classes for that, like the Creative Lounge. Eventually we'll bring back Creative Business, but I'm all about just teaching mainly design. I truly feel like that is the foundation of all the stuff that we do creatively. Once you get past the point of just using pre-made files, when you want to control your creativity, you want some more freedom in your creativity, you have to learn how to design, at least how to resize, change a color, arrange, something like that. How many of you guys are at that point, right? Like you maybe started with a lot of pre-made things, but now you're ready to take matters into your own hands, take your creativity into your own hands. She says, agreed. I was just thinking the same about the groups. I'm in too many. Yep. Transparent memory. It was literally your aggressiveness and passion that made me follow you. It was a kick in the butt that I needed 3 years ago. I'm super glad. Oh my God. Thank you, man. Phyllis, you just don't know. You have made my day. I need some sound effects. You have made my day with that comment, because I always wonder, does my passion, and I like that you put that in quotation marks, does that drive people? But I'm just so serious about it. Like, and not just doing the things just to do them. I show things with the expectation that if you're watching me, you have a desire to be better. There's a lot of platforms, a lot of channels that you can watch that's just going to show you the thing, right? They're going to, not really care about how glue looks, not care about cuts, not care about like typography and colors. They're just like, okay, let's just get there and just do the thing. And they're learning, and they feel jaded, and they felt burnt by, oh my God, these group admins, they're nuts. And they start a group, or they start their channel thinking that they'll make money from it, which, I mean, there is a way, opportunity to do that. But it's a lot of like newbies who are just starting. And I hate to say this, but it's the blind leading the blind. And people kind of gravitate to that. But when I come in, I'm like, look, if you want to be the best, you got to learn from the best. You got to implement the best processes. And I'm very, very passionate about it. Some people take it the wrong way. They take it as I'm a know-it-all, goody two-shoes. She's got control issues. It's not that. It's just I am invested in the growth of those who desire growth. And if I play it safe, if I go and I coddle you, if I hold your hand through the entire thing, you're not going to actually excel and grow. So there's only so much hand holding we can do. So I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. At some point, you got to get out of beginner mindset. You cannot 5 years in still say I'm a beginner. Like, people just can't do that. So hello from, it's sunny over here, sunny South Florida. We're in Miami Gardens. Watching you while I take my lunch. That's me. I feel like I'm on my own journey. Oh wait, it's so small for me because I split the screen. The tools, understanding the elements, but I need to learn how to make my designs come together cohesively. Okay, so let me get to it, guys, because, oh, wow, it's already 142. My mom is picking up Zani Mani. We do have to go to the hospital. So I want to kind of get this going. So I'm going to tell you guys, whoa, damn, where did 25 minutes go? What the hell? Where did 25 minutes go? Hello, Sharia. How are you? Okay. So, like I said, last night, I'm going to come off of this screen now. Like I said, I'm not camera ready, which I got to get ready because my mom will be here soon. We're going to minimize this. Okay. So if you don't know who I am, I know I talked for literally 25 minutes and never introduced myself. If you are new here, you've never seen like my content. So I am Shakia, the professor. I'm Shakia Lavelle. I'm known as the professor. So we just say Professor Shakia, the professor. And I mainly teach Silhouette Studio. I know. It's a lot of people that may feel like they don't need Silhouette, right? It's not a program that's going to benefit them. They have a Cricut machine. They have a Caesar machine. Well, they don't have any cutting machine. They just have printers. Oh, well, I'm using Canva. Well, I can just use Word. If they're doing sublimation, I see some people in groups and like, oh, whatever. You don't have to have all these fancy programs. Just, buy the file, just use Word. And there's some truth to that. And there's some designing that you can do in Word too, because there are some amazing features like the word art. Word has a feature that Silhouette doesn't, where you can add glows to things. But Word is also something that you have to pay for. It is not automatic. It is not free just because you have a Windows system. You have to pay for that monthly, yearly. Silhouette Studio is an absolutely free program. It's not an app. It is a program. You do have to go over to, I'm going to come down here. Let's escape here. Let's go here. And we're going to go silhouetteamerica.com. Okay. So you're going to go to silhouetteamerica.com. You're going to go over here and create a free account. And then you're going to come over to software and download the program to your computer. A Windows or Mac operating system. You cannot use like a Chromebook or anything like that. It must be a Windows-based system or a Mac-based system. But it is absolutely free. And there is so much that you can do in the free program. Okay. As I go into showing just how to download it, if you guys can let me know in the chat if you are already using Silhouette Studio or you are not. So just put in the chat, I am or I am not, just so I kind of know who's in the room, who I'm talking to, how detailed and information I need to be. So just let me know in the chat if you are or are not currently using Silhouette Studio. You don't have to have a machine. So I'm not asking if you have a Cameo machine. It's just if you have the program downloaded on your computer, okay? And just let me know, okay? So I can make some changes to templates. I basically follow 2 organizations. All right. So I am. Okay. So a lot of Silhouette users right now. Silhouette Business Newbie. Okay. Business Edition is a great upgrade, but it's not something that you have to have starting out. I recommend having it. I really, really do recommend getting Business Edition because it unlocks all of the possible features and it's only a one-time payment, which I always forget to include that link in the description of my videos. Like every single time I forget to include that link. All right, give me 1 second. Let's see, business. Okay, Business Edition. All right, we're going to go ahead and drop that in there if you are interested in Business Edition, okay? So I'm not that great. However, sometimes it's easier for me to make adjustments on a design for me than Canva. And this is very true because Canva is not a program where you can actually truly alter anything. You can mask things off. There's cropping that you can do, but you cannot alter anything in Canva. And that was that's one of the messages I'm really, really driving, especially for those who are just team Canva. and they like all of the benefits of it. The elements are included. The fact that you can use it on a phone, a iPad, or mobile device. I know everyone loves it because of those features, but you really should consider another program as well. I know some people feel like Photoshop has too much of a learning curve. I get it. Let's see. Okay, so everybody here so far is using Source Studio. So I don't really have to show this part. I mean, I'll go. I have the business edition. I only like Canva for the, yeah, see, that's how I am too. And I will go in there and take some of those elements out of Canva. I also have what's called vector stock. And I have found that a lot of the elements that are in Canva are also in, like, they are a part of vector stock. But it's just easier for me sometimes to just pull it from Canva. So, all right, cool beans. So I don't really have, I'm going to just go through this real quick. If you happen to come across this video and you made it this far, 30 minutes in, you made it this far, this is where you will download the free version of the program. And there is so much that you can do from the free version of this program. With the newer one, it's like only 64-bit. But if you go to where it says legacy version, you can go to some of the oldest. I'm actually considering going back to one of the older versions. I need to test something. Tracing is a little wonky for me right now. It's putting way too many edit points, too much data, and it's like bogging down the system. So I kind of want to go back. The most stable is 4.3.370. I updated because of the, with the 5 and then me teaching classes on this. Some of my students had already gotten the 5, or I gained new students who had the Cameo 5. And in order for me to kind of help them and my screen look like theirs, I had to update, but I prefer 4.3.370. And I'm actually thinking about going down. I'm going to see where this change happened, because tracing has gotten very, very wonky and I don't like it. Okay. But yeah, this is where you would go to download it. If there is a 32-bit version for Windows, definitely download that one. It will, it won't shut down your system as much because it's meant to work on a slower system. And if you have a 64-bit, it's meant to work on a slower system anyway. So it lessens the likelihood of constant shutdowns. Okay. So yeah. All right. So we don't have to really go into that. So where I come in at, I have mastered this program. Okay. I have absolutely mastered Silhouette Studio because I take an approach to this program like a true graphic designer. I am trained and skilled in Photoshop, Illustrator, CorelDRAW, which are the, professional commercial industry standards for designing. Okay. And I learned those 26 years ago in high school. And I just apply that knowledge to Silhouette. I know most of us think, like most of you guys think, okay, it's just crafting. It's not that serious. I get it. I know. But the moment especially for those of you who are like, I want to turn this into a business. I want this to be, even as a side hustle, man, you got to have some knowledge because you want to charge people money for what you're doing. When someone is receiving money, they expect something to be professionally made. Even the cheaper items, when we go to, Dollar Tree and stuff like that, you still expect it to be professionally made because we get upset if something that was $1, that thing breaks. We're not like, oh, okay, it just cost $1. You feel some type of way. All right. You be ready to kind of go back to them like this broke or whatever. You want it to be made in a professional manner, especially if what you are charging is more than $1. Some of you guys are asking questions in these groups. And I might change, you know what? I just might change the title of this later on because now we're 34 minutes in and I haven't gotten to the class. I may have to come back and do that. I think this information is important. You want to turn into a business and you're like, you're in the groups, you're asking the questions of how much should I charge? How much you guys charge them for shirts? And you're going to have some people that are newbies that are answering. You have some people that are professionals that are answering. They've been doing it for a long time and they've perfected their skill set. And they're going to be like, okay, I'm charging $30. And you're going to think, as this beginner who doesn't know how to properly apply even HTV, you do not understand the difference between iron on and pressing on. They're totally, totally different. You're going to want to charge $30 because somebody else is charging $30. And then your customer is going to come and blast you all over social media because you gave them a shirt and the letter started to fall off the moment that they washed it. For some people, it's not even being washed and they are falling off. I remember that happening one year with a cheer squad. Letters just stuck because people were trying to iron them on. And even if you were to use an iron, there's a certain way. You're not supposed to iron it. You have to still press, and people did not understand that. And then people are pissed because they're not paying you $1 for this shirt. They're paying you double digits. Some people, of course, more than $10. They're paying you over double digits for this product, for it to fall apart, for the colors to not be right, for the placement to be off, for the sizing to be off. Then you're feeling like, oh my God, they're not paying me enough. They keep changing because you don't know how to properly talk to customers, figure out what it is that they want. You have not worked your design muscle, like the design part of your brain, the creative part of your brain, where you can go, someone can truly give you an idea and you are able to create a design without having a lot of changes. And then you feel like, oh, they're not paying you enough. No, baby, you don't have the skill to charge that. In every other industry except for crafting, you get paid more once you improve your skill, once you move up the corporate ladder. When you come in and you are a beginner on the fry machine, if you are just coming into a company, even if it's like a janitorial company, whatever, you are a low level, sorry to say it, like employee, you are a starter employee, you're going to get paid minimum wage depending on the state that you are in, or maybe a little bit over the minimum wage line, right? And as you grow, you've had years into at a company. Some people get raises, some people don't. It might only be 25 cents, 50 cents, but you're still getting most times you're getting a raise. If you're in positions of like supervisory positions, with your evaluations, you're getting raises. As you move up and you go from, one of the beginner positions, lower level positions, and you're moving up, you get to management, you get to director and things of that nature, your salary changes. It increases with your experience. Doctors, the price that they charge when they first open up their practice is different when they are this top tier, especially like cosmetologists. Not cosmetology, cosmetic surgery doctors. What are they called? They're not cosmetologists. That's the other one. But those who do cosmetic surgery, when they become big time, they're charging more. It takes a lot more to get on their table. But in crafting, we feel like, well, because I'm creative out the gate, you need to pay me top dollar. Oh, it's my time. It's this, it's that. And that is not the case. But y'all don't like to hear that. That's why some people don't like my platform, because they don't want to hear that part. That, baby, you are not at the level to charge $25. No, your profit margin is not going to be that high because you do not have the skill set. You do not have the know-how. You need to go take some more classes. YouTube is not going to get you to a point where you can charge top dollar, my love. And some people don't want to hear that. But I don't mind being the person that's going to, sneak that in there. And it's going to play in the back of your mind. Hopefully it will motivate you to do what you need to do to elevate your skills. Okay. She says, nothing grinds my gears more than seeing a newbie charge top dollar for a template. Nothing against folks using templates, but charge according to skill level. And that is something that crafters don't like. They don't like that. They feel like you're hating. You're trying to stop their blessing. You're trying to stop their money. It's enough money out here for us all to eat. I get that, but please charge according to your skill level, love. Okay. When you're in, or what gets me too, where as a professional, as someone who buys shirts by the cases, someone, when I was doing HTV, I'm purchasing HTV by the roll. I understand when you need to do something via HTV or you need to go to a different method, and now that method is technically less than HTV. I'm doing less work, and someone asks, okay, well, how much is the shirt for like 50 shirts? And I give a price. Oh, my shirts cost da. Sweetie, I'm getting these done in less time. You're going to still be working on that same order, cutting vinyl, doing all this, doing all that, whatever. And I'm going to be moved on to about 3 or 4 different jobs. So I'm still at the end of the day going to make more money than you because I'm going to work more efficiently. I'm buying in bulk. I'm not buying shirts retail. Well, actually, I'm buying, even saying bulk. I'm buying it wholesale. Sometimes certain things will come direct from manufacturer, so I'm paying significantly less. So even if I charge less, we probably would profit more. Probably profit the same amount of money, but I will get additional clientele. I'm not trying to undercut you. I'm just running business correctly, and I can do that and still make a profit because my supplies cost is lower. So when I do my markup to where I'm still making money, my customers are not looking at me like, excuse me, oh no, thank you, no thanks. So there's strategy there's processes to this business thing, so where you will I teach in pricing for profit how to get paid for the work that you're doing. Don't focus on too many crafters, focus on the material to determine the price that they will charge instead of the labor. My husband had to get his car fixed. The part was $32, 30, it was something really really inexpensive, like 30. I know it was no more than $40. The labor was $400 because of like the tools they had to use, how they had to get in there. They have all their business expenses. $400 for the labor to install, to remove and install a less than $40 part. Absolutely bananas. But luckily, we have tools here. My husband has been collecting power tools for forever, so he was able to avoid that labor cost. It just cost him in time and frustration and being in the Miami sun instead of being in a bay, where you're kind of, cooled a little bit. Cost him a little bit more in that area, but he was able to replace that $40 piece and save that money. But they understand the art of business. It's not about the supplies, it's about the work, and like not about the inventory. It's about the supplies, the machinery, and the labor. That is what that $400 is paying for. Because if you don't have a power tools, if you got to go out and now go buy you a set of power tools, you're going to spend way more than $400. That is what understanding business is all about, not just learning to do the thing. So some need to stay in the crafting space. Oh, look, you know what? I just realized this said stay in your lane. I pulled this to help someone in the Canva group. And look at God. I did not even realize that this is on point, on brand for today's message. Stay in your lane. look at God. Look at God. He's making a way. All right now. Okay now. But anywho, business is totally different. Now, I only use Photoshop to add a spot of color for my DTF printer. And you know what? That is perfectly fine. Some people get like, it's a program where you need that, right? In order to do the thing for that one printer, in order to add your channel for the white ink, right? You need that. For some, they may not do any designing in it. I got this program for a specific purpose. I love that you're like, hey, I don't feel like I have to learn everything in here. Are there a lot of great features to it? Right now, I'm still learning Canva. I'm still learning Silhouette. I don't want to add anything else. For this program, I learned how to add the spot color for my DTF prints, and that is good enough for me because I can't do that from Silhouette. I can't do that from Canva. So I love that you have recognized that's the benefit of Photoshop for you because you invested in a DTF printer. You're not focused on learning all of the other things. That I love that for you. Thank you for the hand claps. Nothing. Oh, I read that one. Or they take an order and go to the group and ask how they can do exactly. That happens a lot in this community. And hey, if it works for you, it works for you. But I promise you, you get under the right instructor if you embrace the tough love and the real raw, information they're giving to you, i.e. me, or there's a couple other people who they don't sugarcoat it and they're not there just to kind of take money from you and for them to get rich off of, of teaching you different things. But you got to get under someone if you desire to grow in the things that you make. You're not at a point to where you want to become a coach. You don't want to sell digital files. I make a lot of stuff and people always ask me, oh, is the file available? if y'all only knew how much time it takes, now I have to take away time from real money making tasks to make this a template in other programs for somebody else to use. I don't have time for that. Now I can make templates all day long in Silhouette Studio because that's the program that I use, and like baseline things. Yeah, you can't, do it to where you can just change the name and it stays arched and stuff like that. But I can make certain templates in Silhouette Studio, and that just works for me. It's a lot trying to do all those other ones, and that becomes a whole nother job. You have to market a different way. If you were selling things to, like your neighbor across the street and just average consumers, now you're trying to sell it to people. And I'm not even going to say business to business, because there are creators, there are other DIYers who are not doing this for business, who are just crafters and does it as a hobby. They might appreciate a template. How you communicate with them and how you market and sell that digital file is going to be totally different, and it needs to really be in a separate space than you selling your items to your, like the final product to your customer. All right, whether that customer is another business, right? Because some people lead you to believe that selling business to business is selling to other crafters. You can go to a business, a real estate agent. You can go to a bakery. You can go to a car dealership, a car repair. You can go to someone that has a business in carpentry. You can go to a painter. You can go to a music artist. They know nothing about design, have no desire. But how you communicate, teachers are great, because they're doing so much. Their job is teaching. Their job is not always like creating. They can find great resources. I know someone, oh my God, what is the name of her? It's for third grade. And I'm gonna remember her name. If you're a teacher, she has some great resources for those who teach third grade. And she does a good job of kind of balancing where she's teaching, but she's providing digital products. But there might be teachers in all grade levels, especially kindergarten and pre-K, that might benefit. So there's a certain way that you have to turn off this is the finished product, and they might just want the template. That becomes a whole other business. It can take over, and now you're focused on selling digital products. You end up having all this equipment that you're not printing from. The lines clog up. It's not, when you do want to print, it's not printing anymore. You aren't utilizing your machines and you didn't oil them up. So now these are basically just paperweights because you focus so much on digital design and forgot about all this equipment that you spent thousands of dollars on. I am not saying that selling digital products can't be another source of income when you are ready. Identifying when you are ready and when you can handle both of those is so important. Okay. Let's see. Hello, incredible greetings and welcome in. All right. Now, we're 48 minutes in. Like I said, I'm going to change this. I will come. I just realized I have this and I put ADUIT instead of AU. I was typing really, really fast. I'm looking at my screen and I realized I spelled audit wrong. Haha. So funny. I got a lot on my brain, lot of my brain right now. But I'm going to still kind of show you guys. Let me see. Is it on this one? No, it's not. Now I had everything in order and now I don't know where it's at. Okay. Nope. It's definitely not that one either. Where'd you go? Is it this one? Okay. Boom. There we go. So a few years ago, I had what's called the Bachelors Program. I'm looking to bring it back in 2025. I've been going through a lot of the content, seeing what's there, picking out, the best part of it, the not so great parts of it, and things that I can improve on. Maybe even little things like that, like where I'm not paying attention. Like I just kind of go and I just want to like get it going. And I just, misspelled the word audit. Like looking up there, I'm like, oh, dang, definitely spelled that wrong. People gonna think that, hey, this girl how she gonna teach somebody she don't know how to spell? I promise you I do, okay? My mama has the proof that your girl was really good in spelling back in the day. But I had this program that is called, I had bachelor's, master's, and a doctorate program. The doctorate was more so like our creative business, and we talked more so about like business stuff in that one. Bachelor's was a way where I was teaching essentially like teaching Silhouette Studio but with actual like beginner friendly projects. Um, we went through all sorts of things, and part of it end up being the foundation for my essentials of Silhouette Studio, where I teach you the tools and functions of that program, tool for tool, step by step, so that you understand the tool, not just the design. This has been sitting tucked away since 2022. Okay. Um, and what also made me kind of think about this, some of these have live stream playback links. And I had a few students that came and they would type out replay. And I'm like, yo, you are going deep into the archives. Like, whoa, this is like a really, really old video. But it let me know that this information is still valuable. And I don't really have to like reteach it. It's there. The way that it's set up, you're going to learn from it. During that time, we were doing a lot of screen sharing. That was my no student left behind era until a few people said to me, well, hey, I don't show up to the live classes. I rather watch the playbacks because I don't need to be handheld and I can kind of figure it out. I just needed some dots connected. So coming to the live sessions where people were sharing their screen and I'm like making sure they understand, it was a little bit too long for them and they wanted the condensed version. So that's why I kind of started changing my classes where I do kind of like, for certain things, I do, we do, you do. Because back then I was the no student left behind type instructor. A lot of great information. If I were to put a value to these right now, the lowest that I would ever do a class, and we're talking, some of these classes are well over an hour and a half, 2 hours, some are 3 hours long. That's just how much, like I told you, no student left behind. I was answering every question. Some people were sharing their screen because they didn't pay attention when the other person shared their screen and they tried to do it. They wanted my personal help. And back then I was really providing personal help. And if I had to go through every person's, screen and make sure that they did it, that's kind of how some of these are set up. But from May of 2021 until August, the end of July of 2022, along with some additional, like I've added like the Design Vault video content to it as well. Every single week we had a session. So we're talking 4 sessions a month or more. Okay. And when you look at this, it will say 105 lessons, right? Some of them are broken up into small, like they're only like 15-minute ones. So it's like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. But there is about 50 lessons or so in this. And even at hold on, let me hold on. Now how I get back to my calculator? There we go. Okay. So with 50 classes, if we go 50 and the lowest I charge for a session is $23.65, right? That's $1,182.50. If you had to take each of these sessions one by one. Now, back when we did this, it was a subscription based for, I want to say like $50 a month, but that was also over the course of, like they were paying that for 13 months, right? So that was a really, really long time for them to be paying for that. So even with that one, if we go 50 times, we were 13, 12. So let's even say like 11 months. I think they got like a month free, right? Was it? No. So no, it's 14 months. So it is 12. So 50 times 12. So that's $600, right? Because it was 14 months of sessions, $600. But then they had to wait month. They couldn't jump around. And like now you guys are able to go to exactly what you need. If there is a lesson, Look, here's one about Tumblr layouts, creating a Polaroid frame, creating a photo grid, look, explanations of picture orientations. Like, I'm teaching about designing and understanding, even for templates, modifying 3D paper letters. We had some knockout, like this right here is right now a free preview. There is a link in the description of this video. If you click on that, you enroll in it, you're going to get access to the free preview of this knockout design, which is what we were going to kind of go over. I'm going to go into this and hit resume course. And we're going to go to July 2021. And I'm going to mute myself real quick. I'm just going to kind of skim through this. I will come back after I go check on my dad in the hospital. And I just want you to see. So we went through tracing first, and then we did this design. Then we did, I guess I never did the cheer one. I kind of did the Space Jam one and didn't do cheer, I guess. Oh, interesting. And then we're here, and even with like a real basketball, you see how that looks. So this is a free preview. You go to the link that's in the description of this video, or just go straight to our website, learn.365creativeacademy.com. If you go to all courses, you're going to see the Bachelors Program for beginners, and you can technically enroll to get access to the free preview of the knockout session. If you like what you see there, you want more, you're going through that list, those are some things that you could benefit from. I have given 75% off. That is a really, really big savings. Okay. The code is in the description of the video. Let me actually go to edit so I can just copy that. So I'm going to go copy, and we're going to paste. So this one, you don't try and type out what's there, or I mean, if you can copy and paste. I don't know if you can copy and paste from that. But if you just go to the description, it should be a hyperlink, or just go straight to learn.365creativeacademy.com, or I think 365creativeacademy.com will also get you here. Go to all courses, but that link will take you right to the Bachelor's Program. If you use the code 365CA for Creative Academy, Bachelors 75, it's going to take 75% off. Our Academy site offers Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay. I think those are the three that they offer. I have to add this back to the shop site. If you want to use Sezzle, you have to give me some time to add it to the shop site if you want to use Sezzle. But you can enroll in that, and you're going to get immediate lifetime access to all of the lessons here. And I will take you through some of them. I signed up for a class yesterday, but this looks different. Will the direct link be listed here? So I think you may have signed up. I'm not sure if you signed up for Creative Lounge or Essentials of Silhouette Studio. They are different. Essentials focuses on learning the tools and functions, like not really teaching you through beginner designs. This was a program that I did, and I was teaching them through beginner level designs. So now it's like a way to bring all of that knowledge together. Now you can watch from this. If you don't quite understand it, it might seem a little intimidating, but you just have to kind of continue to take notes. We do provide note guides. Some of you guys are not downloading the note guide so that you can keep up with the notes and keep up with what you're learning from our classes. But the direct link to this is in the description for you to go to the Bachelor's Program. Like I said, this is not any live classes, not new live classes. These were ones that were done and taught from May of 2021 until the end of July 2022. Okay, so they're not live classes. There's no live Zoom sessions for it. You would go and learn at your own pace through these sessions, but they are project based. Everything here is project based. One of my favorite ones, I'm going to go to January. And multiple, oh wait, that's the assignment. Okay, wait, let's go here. And then I'm going to go here. And I'm going to try and zoom in so that you can see. So what's great about like how these lessons are, even with teaching it, I was teaching about like the tools. So before we got to the banner, I used shapes and things like that to explain like how multiple cropping works. So you got kind of a foundational lesson on cropping, like in this particular lesson, but we then combined all of that to create, I'm trying to get a good close-up picture of the actual banner. Maybe if I go towards the end. Trying to get the final one. Okay, so kind of sort of like that one, right? I had designed this and the size of it was for a Facebook cover photo. So we designed this to basically fit a Facebook page cover photo. I went through things like, okay, you need to know how to design this and where to put, some people would take the words here and put it all the way to the end. But depending on the device that someone is viewing your Facebook page from, if you put the important information towards the end, it's going to get cut off. So not only did they learn about cropping, not only did they learn about designing, but it was designing for something specific with tips on how to, like when you decide you want to, like if you go now, you want to make your own Facebook cover for your business, knowing what I call safe zones. Anyone that's been been learning with me for a while, I am big when it comes to templates. I talk about safe zones to make sure, like if you're printing something or if you're going to cut something, you're going to sub something, you don't want something to get cut off. If you're going to, trim it. Same thing with Facebook covers, thumbnails for YouTube page covers. There is a certain area that you're like the main part of your design needs to be in so that it doesn't cut off. And I'm not sure if it was in this session or another one. I think see, it was this one. See, I took them to my Facebook for them to see. You have all that space over there, but look at how it cut off over here. Okay. So I did go through that and show them how it would open up in Facebook. So you get a lot of like good training that's going to help you, even like if you have a business, helping you design for your business page, understanding multiple cropping. This was one of my favorite class. I love this design. I love this design here. Okay. And multiple cropping is a unique skill that you really have to buckle down and get the concept and the grasp of creating this type of design. I'm telling y'all, this was a really cool one to work on. And you wouldn't even know that. Like looking at that banner, this was the original picture. Dr. King is all off in the corner, but we use fade bars to kind of block him out and put a new image there. The average person would not have even known that that's how that original picture was. So we do things like that here. I went over like color palette. We did, we have a bunch of different lessons on tracing. We do like during this time, we did an end of month review over all the things. So these are some of the things that will come back in 2025, but this gets you used to that. and you will see like there's a lot that you can learn. And if you decide that you want to join us in 2025, you kind of already have, an idea of how those sessions will go, and you'll be able to attend those live, which will be separate from this. This does not come with any live sessions. You will learn from the playbacks for 75+% less than what the students at that time paid. And if I were to break any of these sessions up, like if I was to break all of these sessions up and put a price to each one of them, the value is well over $1,000, close to $1,200, probably more than that, based off of the lowest cost, like the lowest amount that I would charge for a class. Now, they're worth more than that. They could be up there in my $53 range, $73 range for classes, but at the lowest that I charge for actual classes, $2,365, that is an $1,100 value, and you'll be able to get it for $100 and some change. And if you need to use buy now, pay later, you can break that up to payments around, like if they do 4 payments, around $35 per payment. So definitely go click on the link and check that out. No, the 75% off is for what is here. We 2025 is not even upload yet. I'm just letting you know that it is a program that I plan to bring back. And when that one comes, it's subscription based. It is completely subscription based. You will pay every single month to have access to the content and the lessons during that. So this has nothing to do with 2025. You will get access to the Bachelor's Program that ran from 2021 to 2022. I'm telling you, it's a lot of great lessons. Don't feel like, oh, well, this is old. I teach in a way where the information is timeless. 10 years from now, it's still going to be valid information. Okay. Yes, almost $1,200, and it's 75% off. The price on there is $563. Y'all know all of our prices are either $365, $563. So it's always $365 one way or forward or backwards. So it's $563 right now, but it's that code will get you 75% off. So it's like $100 and some odd dollars, $40 some odd dollars. If you can pay for that all up front, if you need to use buy now, pay later. I lose money with buy now, pay later, but I didn't even, do on now when I put it on, eventually I probably will do it to where there's a buy now, pay later option, because we take a hit 10%. We lose 10% when you guys do buy now, pay later. But for right now, it's available at that price, $563 with 75% off. And you can choose Klarna, Afterpay. I'm not sure if Affirm comes up for that particular price. And then eventually we will have it on the shop site so that you can also build up rewards points there. And if you want to use Sezzle. But I wanted to let you guys know about that. I will come back. Not sure when, don't know how long I'm going to be at this hospital with my dad. But we're going to go through this July class, the knockout. We're going to go through it. But like I said, if you go and you enroll now, like just go there. But you don't have to pay anything. When you go and you enroll, you will get access to those 4 parts, this particular training for the knockout design. You will get access to that training and those videos for free. Is there a way to not on our academy site? I don't believe so. And on the shop site, whenever I have classes there, I normally have a one-time payment option. And then if you plan to use buy now, pay later, we normally adjust the price to account for that. But as of right now, but thank you so much for thinking about us so that we don't lose that. But yeah, just, you can go, don't worry about that for now. It's on there at that price. You get 75% off. And I promise you, you have all these lessons. If you're not already in the student union, you will get access to the student union. So as you're going through this, you can just come up here. So this is how your screen will look. You can always come up to discussions and you can create a new post. So if you have a question about something that you are viewing, you can post it there. I get the notification, got to give some time to answer it. Or you can go directly to the student union. You can post it. That I get notifications a lot faster. And you can go into the student union and you can post your question there if you need clarity. We never, ever, ever, ever leave you to your own vices. We are always here to support in some way, shape, or form when you take a full class with us. Okay? We are always here to help, always here to answer questions for you. All right? So the lounge is something totally different. That is totally different. That is more of a relaxed setting. Like we have the pro calls. This month we had a lot of sessions around business. Next month is going to be like project based. The senior fans that I did, not grad, or I'm sorry, spirit fans. There are going to be some design classes like to do like putting pictures in letters or numbers and then outlining it with vinyl. Man, I don't have my list in front of me, but we have a lot of different things. So November in the Creative Lounge is going to be very project based. So for our Creative Lounge sessions, it is going to be very, very product and like actual craft based for the month of November. But that's a totally separate membership, and you're learning different things. You don't get access to any of these things from Creative Lounge. Okay. But my mom is here. I can hear the little one. I don't know what he's complaining about. We got to run to the hospital for my dad. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to change the title of this. One, I spelled it wrong. And two, so we're going to go Bachelors. Uh-oh, come on, caps, be. Okay. I don't even know if it'll let me change these. I think the Facebook ones I can't. Oh, it did let me change it. Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm like, let me change that. Okay. All right, y'all, but I got to get out of here. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity, be incredible. Like I said, at least go to the website. You don't have you have no obligation to purchase anything. You will get free access to this knockout design lesson. As you can see, I'm teaching about tracing, how to fill things in with color. Some people always say, well, how do I change the color? So you get instructions on that in this training. You're getting so part 2, like with the real basketball and filling that in. So you're getting that training. And then I think one of them I did like if you had like a space in between it. I think that's, oh no, this is like if you're doing different colors. So the other one was if it, oh, see, I know I did that. If you put an outline to create a gap, if everything was like one color, or just to kind of put the gap in there. When I tell you, it is packed full of information. This lesson is wild. So if you just go and sign up for free, just create a free account, go to that one, click it. There is a free preview. All 4 parts is a free preview. And I promise you, you're going to learn a lot from that. Come back and let me know how that class was for you. And if you decide I need more of that in my life, okay, you can enroll into the full program for 75% off with the code 365CA batch 75. Okay. All right, y'all. Yeah, we're about to close out. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Be incredible. Peace.